A toss play to Hunt. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Smith with a give to Hunt. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Now it's Hunt. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. They'll run. This is Hunt. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Chris Conley, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And this one through the uprights and good. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now running right through it. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year. They totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Steps away. And caught left side, Olsen. A big play there for the Panthers. And even 40 yards.
We've been together a little while now, partner. How often do we actually describe tight ends as nifty? Because that's what I think of when I see Greg Olsen on the field. His ability to run routes, create space and separation, and make those catches downfield.
Yeah, sure consistent. The numbers the last couple years almost identical. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Tyreek Hill on the return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl. But third MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
He had to go all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999, where he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe. But
he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
Yeah, he still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll try and throw for it here. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Shaq Thompson from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. Before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshawn Lattimore on defense.
First and goal, defense with their backs against the wall. Toss. This is McCaffrey. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats, but really...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And his kick is good. Gano out to kick this one away. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP. 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. As you and I were talking about off-air, it was just a fluid game. Not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chain. They'll toss it to Hunt. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Room here to run. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Smith trying to get him to the line quickly with the clock rolling. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game. A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. And not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now they'll run it on the toss. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Now here's the timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 33. And the kick by Butker is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. A final shot before the break. Newton. Flush to his right. Taking a shot for Samuel. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And an alley to run. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Second half, no matter what, with his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now Smith. And his throw here is incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Smith. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Tyreek Hill set to return it. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Smith goes to Ware on the screen. A big hit. Knocked down sideways near the 48-yard line. And give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got room. Oh, and now he bowls him over. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
Now Hunt. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Hunt. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now it's Smith. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Charles Johnson able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Smith. Going for the deep ball. And that is going to be incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Panthers will get the football back. Well, that's the 4th time that they've tried to go for it on 4th down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up. You can't be stopped. Your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4, that tells you that you need to look at things in a different way, and you need to tip your cap to the defense. They've done a great job. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Room to run again. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have got it on cruise control. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Newton. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Greg Olsen, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers just continue to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They run with Hunt. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. No, this offense is staying put. They're just 1 for 4 in these situations so far, but they're going again on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. K1 short. With a great push up front, he picks up the sack and a loss of 8. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the 1st here on 2nd down. On the run, this is Hunt. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, that's Hunt. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Panthers. There he goes left side, and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a 2nd time.
Here's Newton. It's complete. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's set. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. This is Hunt. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, took a look.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Julius Peppers in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a fourth down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Take it at the 37. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little game. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st. Throwing is Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
But it was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And this is caught at the 8. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. They'll run it here with Hunt. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
We got 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. He's got it. This is Ware. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need. And that's exactly what they got done.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. Now a handoff here to his running back. Spins past him. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it, rest of the game. And it does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know what the rule is. First guy hold up the runner, everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. From the 50, it's Smith. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by James Bradbury. Pass it, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And now here comes Kansas City. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that.
And he loses the football a 2nd time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell him, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. One last throw here for Smith. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has...